Streets and Glitter.
Hey guys.
We're back from a long-awaited break. I don't even know how to talk anymore.
This feels a little bit different.
It does.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna talk about friends.
How many of us have them?
Knowing when to let go.
Knowing when to let go of friendships. Okay.
Yes. So, of course, as you grow older and you move out of college, life changes. Like, life hits you upside the head.
Right.
And you either stay with the same group of friends, you make new ones, and you drag old ones along. Like, you just kind of drag them along. You don't even know why you have them in your life. So that's basically what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah. So I think, okay, first of all, I think you carry a group of friends with you in every season of your life.
Right.
Me, for instance, I had a good group of friends in elementary school, no longer talk to them. A good group of friends in middle school, no longer talk to them. A good group of friends in high school, no longer. I don't really keep friends, huh? And then in college, it's the last, as an adult, it's your last girl group or group of friends or whatever. And then, like she said, over time, you all get married, you all start families. And then as females, you usually go through a phase where you get somewhat jealous of your friends a little bit.
Some of us.
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm grateful to say that I've kept most of my friends from college. Thank goodness. But yeah. So back to the whole jealousy thing. So a lot of your friends are married, a lot of your friends have kids, and then as those life events start happening, you start to see like who's really your friend and who's not, and who's going to be there for you and help encourage you on your track to success when they've already achieved theirs, I guess.
And you usually know those people because, first of all, they won't support the things that you do. And even though you know what they're doing, what your friend is doing is wrong, you're still there for them as a support. Like, you're encouraging them or guiding them in the direction that they should go. And you're offering advice. Now, you have to watch out for the people who don't do that. Who generally just tell you, well, you should do it this way, you should do it my way, or I'm not going to be your friend.
Right.
You don't want those people in your life.
Right. You don't want anybody who's gonna discourage you from the way you really feel about something. Now, I can understand if your thinking is completely left-sided, you want that friend to be there to sort of say, hey, your thinking isn't right. But if someone's constantly sort of like just saying, nah, you shouldn't do that, your dreams are too big.
And they're being negative, like they're not offering a solution to you.
Right.
If you're not offering a solution, then don't say anything at all. Because first of all, how am I gonna know what to do right if you don't offer like, okay, Tiffany, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. If you're just going about it saying a negative thing like, well, I just think that what you're doing is just awful. Okay, well then what's better?
What's better for
solution?
me? Yeah.
Right. And also another thing is, when you grow with somebody, you understand that there are going to be times where you're going to have periods where you're not going to speak to each other. But when you pick back up, it's like nothing ever happened. Now, those jealous friends may also feel uncomfortable with that space. Like, they may take that personal, and they may think that you just don't want to be friends with them anymore. And it's not.
Right. Okay, here's another thing. So it seems to me, now this is just from me talking, it's harder to make friends as an adult versus when it is when you're in school.
Yes.
One of those reasons being you don't really genuinely know if that friendship is like
a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, living up here in DC, there are a lot of people who like to use people. Like, for success, for monetary gain, just to get up in life, basically. And you really want to know that these people are true. But you'll find out over time.
Right.
You'll find out. And generally, when you're going through a struggle, because as people do, we go through things, you will find that those are the same people that will run first. And they won't be there for you when you really need them.
Yeah. I think that's so true. It's sad to see it when it happens.
Trust me.
No one will be around. But I mean, honestly, when you get older, don't worry about friends. All you need is your family. You still need friends. But what I'm saying is, it's harder to make new friends, and when you do make them, just be very careful
Very
and
cautious.
guard yourself and guard. Like, it takes me a long time to warm up to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't let everybody know everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing to sort of. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about you. Leave that to your closest
Close
friends.
friends.
Yes.
I've learned the hard way.
And find people who are genuinely there to support you in your vision and your goals for your life.
And that they don't tear you down
Right.
when they do it.
Right.
Because when you tear somebody down, that's really taking it personal. I don't know why people do this, but they make it like they make it damaging to the point where it's like they're attacking who you are, your character. And that should never be something that two friends should exchange. Like, you should never say, well, maybe you should try to dress like this or do that. Well, you should never try to change how your friends are.
Right.
I mean, there is somebody out there for everybody if you're trying to give relationship advice. So how somebody dresses doesn't mean that they're going to get somebody worse off than you are. So just be mindful of that. Just don't tear down somebody's character when you're trying to offer advice to a friend.
Right. And don't lie to them either.
Yeah, don't lie either.
Because everybody appreciates an honest friend.
Right.
But watch your honesty. Make
Not
sure
brutally
it's
honest.
Make sure
Right.
it's genuine. And get your point across in a nice way.
Exactly. Because do unto others as they would have done to you. So
Right.
just remember that.
What you value in friendship.
Exactly.
But my circle stays small.
I'm a floater. I forgot to mention this. Like, I'm a floater. Like, throughout life, like, I've kind of had, like, close friends, but they weren't super close. And then when I got to, I would say high school and college, then that's when I really started creating this core group of friends. And they all shifted and changed, and I lost a lot of people along the way. A lot of people. I've cut people off myself just because they weren't moving in the direction that I wanted to go in. I have this positive lifestyle that I try to maintain, and it's like when I feel like that person isn't on that same level and they aren't willing to grow with me, I generally start to phase them out of my life.
And
that's
I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be around people who, they say that old phrase, tell me who your friends are, and that whole thing.
Yeah.
So don't keep friends around that aren't positive and who aren't providing any good impact on your life.
Right. And one thing I learned is that when you have certain friends for different phases of life, and like I know in college, like you had that core group of friends that like to party all the time. It wasn't really anything of substance or whatever, but you just went to them for partying.
Right.
But like the older that you get, you want friends that can be like all encompassing.
You want
like,
friends who
everything.
got money.
Friends that have money that can do things.
Who can do things.
That
who
can
are
go to
smart.
church with you.
Yeah.
That can party with you.
Yeah.
Like,
well-rounded individuals.
well-rounded.
Yeah.
Like you can switch and talk about political things to whatever. Like just everything.
Well-rounded.
So,
That's about.
yeah. So if I can't even have a conversation with you, then it's gonna be hard to just be
Right.
a real true friend.
Right. It's kind of hard there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one other thing, but it slipped my mind.
Oh, and also, I know some people will disagree with me on this, but you have to let go of certain friends that don't necessarily have the same beliefs as you, and they diss what you believe in.
Yeah.
And it's a little religion in talking there, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to really exchange with that person when they don't even believe in what you believe in. And don't get me wrong, I support everybody's religion, whatever you believe in, as long as you don't tear down what I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to that point, then that's when I have to sever ties with you.
Mutual respect.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
nothing to do with the topic.
Nothing. I'm just like, I feel different because I haven't done this in a long time. No, but once you've established your core set of friends and you know who they are, those are usually, at this point in life, those are usually the friends who are going to be with you when you get married, when you have kids. So once you find those core set of friends, you want to make sure that you put into the friendship what you want out of the friendship.
Yeah.
That's another thing. So make sure that you're not sort of just hanging on to dead relationships. You gotta be a friend to have a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
So make sure that you're keeping your friends close and you're calling and communicating. I mean, we all get busy with life, but that helps foster the friendship and helps make it stronger. Because if not, those core friends you got, they're not gonna be around anymore.
No, they won't.
So,
and I mean, I think as women, it's hard for us because once we get in relationships or married, we tend to just let go of our female friends. And guys don't. Like, guys don't let go of their friends.
Right.
So they always have somebody to hang out with when they don't want to be around their spouse.
Yeah.
But we, on the other hand, we're the ones that are at home by ourselves.
Right.
So you always want to keep those friends, no matter what stage in life you are.
Yeah.
You might not talk to them all the time, but
That's okay.
keep a girlfriend on you,
Yeah. Keep them close and don't get so wrapped up in life that you forget about those things, because at the end of the day, you do need support.
Yeah. You need an outlet, especially if you're with somebody, like you're in a relationship or married. You need an outlet away from your man.
Exactly. Exactly. That's important.
And you want to take girl trips,
I know I do. So yeah, friendship is important.
Yes, very important.
If it's got the right intent behind it, and both of y'all are thinking in the same mindset. So yeah.
And I'm not talking about Instagram friends.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Those
not
aren't
no
real.
fake friends.
Actually, how many friends do you have outside the social network that are like actually your real friends? Probably only like 4.
Right.
Of all like the 1,000 Facebook friends you have,
Exactly.
you probably only really talk to 4 people, and then like your first cousins who are like your built-in
Yeah,
best
your built-in
friends.
best friends.
So yeah, just know when to let go and move on, and
And it's not a bad thing.
It's
Like
not.
if you see this video and I have not talked to you in a long time, it's nothing personal.
right.
It really isn't. Like, I would still speak to you. It's just that we all just move on, and it is okay.
Right.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
And to be honest, you're not gonna be friends with everybody. You're not.
You're not supposed
And
to.
don't force it. Sometimes I used to always feel like I need to force myself
Yeah.
on people, like, oh, we work together, so we should be friends. No, you don't have to be friends. As long as you're cordial to people and you treat other people nicely, you ain't gotta be friends with them, and you can feel perfectly fine with that.
Exactly.
So just remember that. And then at the end of the day, friends are very important, but you also have to remember that you have to work on yourself and be happy with yourself too, to develop good relationships with other people.
Exactly.
Okay? That's first.
Hey. She told you.
Now, tell me something else.
Well, guys, that was fun.
That was Glitter Talk.
Yes,
Number
Glitter
2. What do we... I'm not even going to tell them anything that we have coming up.
No, y'all are just gonna have to wait and see.
So just keep tuned. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and check out some of our older videos we posted.
We'll have more coming. I promise you. I
we
know.
will. We'll do
I
better.
know we've been bad, but life happens.
We'll do better. So we'll try.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you for watching, and
Woo.
good day.
We should make a theme song for Glitter Talk.
Glitter.